Welcome back, guys. If you are just joining us, this is INX Prime Live. Remember, we are on your screens every single Monday to Friday between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Now, we were in conversation with Rick as well, just to be able to understand the importance of the fitness industry and also understand his journey. I mean, he's so passionate about the space, and we definitely want to be inspired and motivated so that we can all look our best as well, but also be healthy at the same time. We know summer's coming up, so we all want that summer body. Rick, let's get back into this conversation. I know we were speaking about, the industry, and I definitely want to know more about where is it headed in the future. But let's take it back to, how did it start for you? And I know you were mentioning some of the stuff. What's the spark for you? What got you involved in the fitness industry? And, how did it become such a thing that literally took over your life? Like, you really spend all your time in the fitness space?
Yeah, I think when I started out, I was doing just CrossFit, competing or not competing in CrossFit yet, but did it as conditioning for Muay Thai. And then, the better I got with CrossFit, the more knowledge I got, the fitter I got, the stronger I got, the more I started actually helping other people, started coaching on an ad hoc kind of informal basis, and I kind of developed a passion and a love for helping people and educating people with kind of my knowledge that I had picked up.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I'm just looking at the whole concept of the fitness industry. A lot of it is obviously for people who want to improve themselves. They want to, they have different goals. It doesn't always mean it's aesthetic goals. It can be many other reasons to be healthy. But one of the other elements to it is definitely a social element to it as well, right? People are very social with each other. It happens. I know you've traveled around the world in particular, and we spoke about it earlier. Cyprus, you've been to many other countries in Europe, you've been in Africa as well. Tell us a little bit more about some of the most memorable memories or experiences you've had in terms of the work that you do all around the world, and how has that shaped who you are today?
Well, I think it opened my eyes. Some of the memorable moments were, obviously, I traveled a lot with my brother to compete. I actually went with him as his coach to the CrossFit Games, which was an amazing experience. But I think meeting people around the world and understanding that this global fitness community is connected. It didn't matter where people were from, what culture, what race, what religion. Everyone was kind of tied together by this thing that we all did that kept us on an even playing field. And I think that's the community that I wanted to be part of,
No, I really appreciate that, and I think it's such an important thing to always wanting to grow and wanting to develop and progress. I want to talk about progress as well. We can use a soccer example, right? Think of Xavi, who used to play for Barcelona, one of the best players, one of the best midfielders in the world, without a doubt. But you have to progress as well, and he eventually then became a coach and became a coach of Barcelona as well. Let's talk about your transition. I know you were, obviously an athlete yourself and a great athlete. How was the transition like, moving from that to now becoming a coach and an entrepreneur, running a business, having your own gym, for example, and running this fitness program that you're doing? How was that transitional process for you?
So we actually opened, I opened CrossFit Kailami, is our first gym. I actually opened that with my brother Jason. And we competed and ran the gym. And only in the last couple of years, I've kind of taken a step back from competing. I felt that I had a lot of knowledge to offer and wanted to focus on expanding the business. And our core beliefs, in my experience in the CrossFit industry, is this stuff changes lives. And I want to be part of that, and that is kind of our core focus. So what I spent most of my energy on, and I think taking a step back from competing was really important so that I could give my full energy for this, is to help people and share my knowledge as an athlete to help people developing younger athletes, but also educating coaches in how to offer better services. A lot of what we do is education. We're teaching people how to move safely, correctly, but also teaching coaches how to coach safe movements and helping other people.
Yeah, that's cool. It's good that you guys are covering an ecosystem concept. So you're covering every single element of the fitness space. We are getting comments and questions coming in from social media. We do have Damien, actually. Damien is a corporate in Sandton, and he says one of the biggest issues they have in their company is that they don't invest enough time when it comes to fitness and, wellness and stuff. Yes. I know you guys run a corporate wellness program as well. Tell us a little bit more about it and what it actually entails.
So for RST Fitness, the corporate program is actually a large focus of ours at the moment. And it goes back to education. I know that a lot of companies have tried to take steps to kind of tick the box of corporate wellness or employee wellness. And to be honest, I think where they fall short is where companies are setting up gyms, but people are not using those gyms because people don't know what they don't know. They don't know how to work out. They don't know how to move properly or safely, so they don't go to the gym. They don't use it. And I think that companies that are willing to invest, we are looking to partner with companies. We have a tailored solution, and I say tailored because not all companies are the same. One company has massive space, one company has multiple facilities around the country or around the city, and some have a handful of employees, like 50 employees, some have 2,000 employees. So we have to be very flexible in how we tailor it. But what we've done is we've tailored it to absolutely include everybody. It's not just the fit guys in the office or the fit ladies in the office that are welcome to join this program. It incorporates movement from the absolute basic. We're teaching basic movements, but we'll also push and test the fitter people. And also from my experience and what I've taken from my gym at Kailami, and it's something that's really special and I think quite close to CrossFit, is taking that community that's built in the gym and that culture, that healthy culture of motivation, and I think trying to take that to companies and getting the employees to kind of buy into that, I think benefits a company miles more than their investment. They're getting obviously healthy employees that are looking good, feeling good, but also working better together. It's kind of that whole people that suffer together, you've got a bit more of a stronger bond, but that is our vision. We want a full on-site solution where we handle everything, we teach, we educate, and yeah, we're looking for forward-thinking companies that are willing to partner with us that have our same vision.
Now, I'm sure a lot of companies will definitely be, very interested in the type of content and also the type of work that you guys do. Let's just chat about some of the other comments and questions coming in. Now, we do have Jennifer that also is sharing her comment, or more of a question. She says that, she's based in Ballito. I know you're based in Johannesburg. Yes. So obviously, there's a bit of an issue in that sense because she wants some, training. She wants to be able to build that kind of, she wants a mentor in the fitness space as well. Yes. Do you guys offer anything for people that are outside of Johannesburg, for example, maybe like online classes or anything that might be of anything similar to that?
Yes, I do. I actually have a number of clients, international clients. I've coached clients in Paris, in London, Dubai, in Georgia, Russia next to Georgia. And yes, there are their challenges. And I think if you're willing to be proactive as a coach and explaining properly and enforcing good technique, good form, and putting a huge emphasis on that, on the safety element of it, I think you can overcome a lot of that. As for the lady down in Ballito, Jennifer, sorry. I actually coach and mentor a gym owner down in Bloemfontein who obviously can't get to me, and I speak to him every day and I coach him online, teach him his weightlifting. He's also an athlete, so there's a lot more demonstration and technique involved as well. So it does work, and it goes to our, one of our core beliefs is where I said we want to change lives. The stuff that we do absolutely changes lives and makes people's lives better. So wherever we can increase our reach, I think is the number one goal. And that's obviously why we've got involved with the corporates, why we have a school program that we're developing and offer the online services as well.
Well, there's a lot of value in the stuff that you guys are doing currently. I just want to touch on another comment as well. We hear a lot of fitness coaches, sharing their comments about how they're trying to break into the space. You're someone who's been in the space for quite a while. What advice do you have for even up-and-coming fitness coaches, for example, who want to actually, make an impact in this space? What advice do you have for them? Even entrepreneurs who want to enter into the space of the fitness industry and wants to really do well financially, what advice do you have for them?
So my number one advice, and it's actually one of my mentors when I was younger and first starting out in coaching, he just said, don't ever pretend like you know everything. And I think sometimes that is the issue where people are not open to learning. And I think where I am still 15 years down the line, still learning every day and able to take advice and knowledge from people that aren't as experienced as me, but they see things from a different way. Remember, as a coach, we are explaining to people, everyday people, of how to move, and they interpret things different. So I need to always learn how to communicate. And if someone has a different, point of view and can show me that, hey, this actually could work, it's beneficial. So be open to learning. Don't ever stop learning. It's actually why we are putting together kind of seminars to help coaches, because I feel like that's the way we're going to lift this industry up. I feel like better coaches are going to make facilities better. The word of mouth is going to get out there. There's going to be a lot more safer people. There is a culture of people moving towards more boutique, more functional forms of training. And with that comes a lot of movement and adding weight and speed, with the intensity. And coaches need to be able to stop someone and explain to them how to move properly and effectively.
No, without a doubt. And also the fact that you have so much of passion towards it, you're clearly someone who has vision as well. You are a leader without a doubt in this space, and you're someone who really wants to make an impact as well. I just want to touch on the concept of you being this ambitious. Clearly you have a lot of goals for the future, but what's next for RST Fitness in particular? Where do you see it growing in terms of the brand? But also, what are some of your personal goals and some of the business goals for your brand?
So that's quite a loaded question. I think that my sites, we've taken quite a long time to put together. I've been very fortunate to have mentors that have helped me put together a clear vision for the future for RST. It's very ambitious, and we really want to make an impact on corporate South Africa. Helping educate people in movement, but also stemming down. Starting those habits from a younger age. We want to get involved with schools and help younger generation coming up to actually understand why it's important to have this part of their life. So yeah, it is very ambitious, and we've got a lot of big plans. So you will definitely be hearing from us very soon, or about us very soon. But yeah, I think we're just interested in sharing our knowledge, educating, helping, changing lives, and having fun with it, actually.
No,
and that is my personal goal. Is I got into this because I love it, and I'm very passionate about it 15 years down the line. I mean, not many people can talk about something like that 15 years down the line with this much passion, but I genuinely love it, and I love helping people, and I do it on a daily basis, still coaching almost 8 hours a day. So it is something I truly love, and I have fun with it, and I think that is my biggest personal goal.
No, that's brilliant. And guys, also at home, we definitely want to hear from you guys as well. Let us know, what do you think of RST Fitness, and what do you think about when it comes to the importance of the fitness industry, and also your own personal fitness goals when it comes to your future as well? Is it important to you? Is it something that you actually want to prioritize? You can let us know on our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, X, and many of our other platforms as well. Look, Rick, before we do let you go, we are getting a lot of comments and questions coming in, people wanting to interact with you.
Yes.
How do people get hold of you? Do you have social media platforms? Maybe you could share some of that as well.
Yes, so RST has an Instagram handle, is RST Program, PRGM, shortened program. We are on our pages on LinkedIn as well. It's just RST Fitness on LinkedIn. You can give us a follow, where we'll be updating daily on our program, our progress, people we're partnering with, and a little bit more insight into the training we do, a little bit of coaching and helping other coaches. So keep in touch there. I'm always open to chat. If you want to DM us anytime, I'm more than happy to chat about anything.
Brilliant, Rick. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight on INX Prime Live.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. And it was really great to meet the whole team and go to chat about everything. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. That is Rick Smith, who is actually the founder of RST Fitness and Training. He emphasized the importance of building yourself and making sure that you end up, in the best positive mindset. And the best thing for you to do is go through these different programs that they have, whether it's a corporate wellness program for corporates out there, or whether you're a fitness coach that wants to inspire and motivate your own community. It's important that you do your part to be able to build a better future. Now, on that note, we are going to take a quick ad break. We'll come right back.